Hear it? All right. Well, hi everybody. This is not necessarily how we expected things to go. We've changed how we're doing it, and we've kind of changed the roster of people, but we're just glad to be here. Um, so I just wanted to give a quick kind of summary of the we've been having the Jarfly Gospel Hour for I don't know, a couple of years now, probably close to 2 years. And we do it on the first Sunday of every month, and it's a sing along thing. We all meet at the Jarfly from 4 to 5 on the first Sunday of each month. We've got a bunch of books we hand out, and everybody sings together. And so it's kind of lonely to be here without you all and without having a bunch of people to sing. So today it's just going to be me and Gwen West singing. Um, yeah, we're gonna make it work. But this is normally a crowd participation event that everybody needs to be singing. So I will encourage you, all of you at home, to sing along with us. And if you don't know the songs, just make up some words or hum along or something, because that's what Gwen and I are going to be doing. So this Sunday was supposed to be the Lake Cumberland Blues Society. They were going to join us and do gospel blues this Sunday, and obviously the world is kind of upside down and things have changed, but I wanted to give a shout out to the Lake Cumberland Blues Society. When things get normal, we will enjoy doing something with them back at the Jarfly again. I also wanted to give a shout out to our usual roster of musicians. One of the reasons I enjoy doing the gospel hour so much is that I get to stand up and sing and play the guitar, and I'm horrible at both, but we have good musicians and good vocalists that kind of hide that. Well, I'm counting on Gwen to hide that today, because most of the regular crew is not here. But I want to give a shout out to everybody. Daniel Stroud, Kevin Dalton has been sitting in with us, Jimmy Seville and June Burton. We miss you guys. John Franklin, our harmonica player, may show up and he may not. I'm not real sure. He was out on the creek earlier today, so if he shows up, we'll let him join us. Young Joe Williams has been playing harmonica with us, and we miss Joe. We look forward to having everybody together, and we always close out our set at the Jarfly with Brad Cooper singing Amazing Grace with us. So love you, Brad, and miss you. Wish you were here and could join us. Also, one thing that we always do is take, we've always got a tip bucket there, but the tips are not for us. The tips always go to somewhere local that could use the donations. And so at this time, with everything going on, God's Food Pantry has a lot of demands on it. So we're asking that anything that you want to put in a virtual tip jar, just send to God's Food Pantry. I included in the text, so those of you that know me know that I'm a brand new, I have not been a Facebook member for a week. But I think I typed in the PayPal address for God's Food Pantry in the comments before I hit go live. So hopefully there is a PayPal address, an email address. I think it was GFP. Oh, there's my phone ringing. I think maybe I'll turn the ringer off. I think it's gfp8560@gmail.com. But if you get a chance, and if you want to make a donation to the tip bucket, please make it to God's Food Pantry at the link provided. I got to figure out how to turn my phone off. Here, hang on.
You send it to me.
Okay, here. Wife, could you take my phone, please? Thank you very much. No, don't break it. Don't break it. Okay, so I think that's all the notes that I had of things that I wanted to talk about before we got started. I also wanted to add prayers and praises. We've got prayers this Sunday, particularly for all of those who are affected by the coronavirus. Those not only who are sick, but those that are having to stay home. Those that are having to do without work and having to do without income. Those of us who are big huggers and just want to hug people and and we can't do that. And so for those that have no interaction and are lonely and by themselves, we need to lift all of those people up in prayer. I also want to lift up those who can't stay home, those who are working, those at the hospitals and the police and the first responders, but not just them, the people at the grocery store and the people at Lowe's and the people that are doing all the essential things that we need, even though we're all supposed to be staying at home, we can't. There's things that we need. So we want to lift up all of those people in prayer. And I especially today, I'm trying not to cry about this, but I'm trying to lift up the Spears family who lost Sherry this last week. We lift them up. In particular, she was a sweet, loving spirit, and we'll all miss her. And she left such a great legacy behind her, though. She was a great mom. She was a great neighbor to us and a great friend to all that knew her, and a great Christian. So we want to bless the life of Sherry Spears today as well, and the time that we all had with her. I had two praises I want to talk about. First is time with families. And so I keep seeing, I'm a new Facebook guy, you all know that, but I keep seeing people on the Facebook doing things with their kids and doing things with their families. And it's really cool, and sometimes we all get so busy trying to do work, we don't get a chance to appreciate that. And so this kind of gives us a chance to do that. Not like my wife, who's used to being by herself all week long and now has to tolerate Tommy being home all the time. So, but then I also want to lift up Brenda Russell, who runs God's Food Pantry, just had a new granddaughter. So we want to lift up times with families, and especially Brenda with her time with her new granddaughter. So, all right, that's all my announcements, all the talking I want to do. We always start with a prayer, so if you would join me in a moment of prayer. Lord, we thank you for the opportunity that we have to worship you. We thank you for the beautiful day that you've blessed us with. We thank you for the families and the time that we have together. We thank you for all of the resources that you've given us in our time of need. I lift up all of these prayer requests that we've talked about, those that are scared, and those that are sick, and those that are lonely, and those of us just that have to deal with things on a regular, unusual things on a regular daily basis. So we lift all of those up to you. We lift up our praises. We know that where two or more are gathered, there you are. And there's a whole bunch of us gathered here. We may be gathered digitally, but we're all here. So we love you. Thank you for loving us back. Talk to you soon. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, enough talk. Now it's time to sing. And Gwen and I are going to have to share the first two songs because I didn't print enough copies of them off. And after all that talking, I need one quick swig of water, and then we'll get started. So these first two songs we're going to do were requested by Kevin Dalton, and they were not songs that I knew prior to this morning. And I still don't know them very well. And Gwen knows them. Gwen's known them for about 15 minutes now. So we're gonna try and make this work. But if it's a little rocky, give us a little bit of a break on it. Life is easy when you're up on the mountain and you've got peace of mind like you've never known. But things change when you're down in the valley. Don't lose faith. walk of faith. When you're up on the mountain, but talk comes so easy when life's at its best. Now it's down in the valley of trials and temptation. That's where your faith is really put to the test. For the God on the mountain is still God in the valley. When things go wrong, He'll make them right. And the God of the good times is still God in the bad times. The God of the day is still God in the night. And the God of the day is still God in the night. Oh. So this next song was also a request from Vivian. Love Lifted Me. She requested a third song too, but it's one I didn't know, and I had a hard time finding it. So sorry, Vivian. We just got two of them. I'll work on the next one for next month. So I'm not a country music fan. Well, not normally, but when I was looking for this song on YouTube, I heard Alan Jackson do it, and he just did an awesome job. And it'll be embarrassing for me to do it. Fortunately, I've got Gwen here to pull me out of that. But Alan Jackson did a great job of this, so it's his voice that I'll be hearing as I play this. Let me adjust my capo a little bit. It's got a buzz in it. I was sinking deep in sin, far from the peaceful shore, very deeply stained within, sinking to rise no more. But the master of the sea heard my despairing cry. From the water's glad you're here.
I'm glad
Man,
you're here.
alive. You guys are so glad she's here too. So, all right. So now we're going back to separate music stands. What's the now? Great is
thy faithfulness.
Okay. And A-G-H-I. Let's see. There we go. So we're trying to be socially distanced here. In case anybody's looking, we're 6 feet apart. So we're not rule breakers. Well, except for when I speed a little bit. Sometimes I'm a rule breaker, but not very often. Okay. Great is thy faithfulness, O God, my Father. There is no shadow of turning with thee. Thou changest not, thy compassions, they fail not. As thou hast been, thou forever wilt be. Great is thy faithfulness, great is thy faithfulness. Morning by morning, new mercies I see. All I have needed, thy hand hath provided. Great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me. Summer and winter and springtime and harvest, sun, moon, and stars in their courses above. Thou changest not, thy compassions, they fail not. Did I mess up?
It's
Yeah.
okay, it's good. Keep on.
Join with all nature in manifold witness to thy great faithfulness, mercy, and love. Great is thy faithfulness, great is thy faithfulness. Morning by morning, new mercies I see. All I have needed, thy hand hath provided. Great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me. Pardon for sin and a peace that endureth. Shine on dear presence to cheer and to guide. Strength for today and bright hope for tomorrow. Blessings all mine with 10,000 beside. Great is thy faithfulness, great is thy faithfulness. Morning by morning, new mercies I see. All I have needed, thy hand hath provided. Great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me. Ah, what a beautiful song. Okay, so Gwen's got the organized stack over there, and I am the disorganized stack over here. So Wait a minute. G-H. Ah, there it is. Sorry for the technical difficulties here, guys, but this is just it's the reality of live music. Yeah, this is happening live.
Woohoo!
Yeah. We're glad to have you guys here. Sing along with us because it's lonely here without you. What key do I have that in?
G.
Okay. All right. I think I'm going to G it up like this. So, in case you're wondering what song it is, it's How Great Thou Art. So please feel free to join in with us, especially on the chorus. We need everybody harmonizing, and we'll be listening for you. Oh Lord my God, when I in awesome wonder consider all the world thy hands have made, I see the stars, I hear the rolling thunder, thy power throughout the universe displayed. Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. When through the woods and forest glades I wander and hear the birds sing sweetly in the trees. When I look down from lofty mountain grandeur and see the brook and feel the gentle breeze, then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. And when I think that God His Son not sparing sent Him to die, I scarce can take it in.
shall bow in humble adoration and then proclaim, my God, how great thou art.
Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art,
how great thou art.
then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art,
How great thou art.
Oh. So, I grew up the grandson of a Methodist minister who was in Clarksville, Tennessee, and my grandmother played the organ at the church, and they had this huge, massive pipe organ with these big pipes on the wall behind the organ, and every time I sing this song, I think of my grandfather's church and everybody singing that song and that big pipe organ just ringing. And it's a cool memory. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, that's a big jump. Oh man. Some of these pages have numbers on them. I didn't know that. Okay, so sorry again. It's live music here, so so I'm working my way to what we call the jail medley, and I call it that because there are a group of us that on Sunday evenings do a jail ministry, and obviously that's out of the picture now, and if you're if I've met you there, then hey, it's glad to see you. I'm glad to see that you're watching this. That's a good sign. So but one of the things that they always like to do, and that doesn't matter if it's on the men's side or the women's side, we've got this medley of songs that we do, from I'll Fly Away, I Saw the Light, and Will the Circle Be Unbroken. And so we had kind of put that together and worked on it, but there was a young lady there named Patricia who at one time they would it was okay for the inmates to play my guitar. So Trish would play my guitar and sing this medley of songs, and it was just beautiful. And so we've just kind of continued doing it ever since then. G again. How are we doing time-wise? Oh, we got half an hour to go. We're doing okay.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
You're good.
This is where we really miss having Daniel on his big doghouse bass, and I miss having Paul with the banjo behind us, and John on his harmonica, but I'm sure thankful that Gwen is here. Some bright morning, when this life is over, I'll fly away to a home, God's celestial shore. I'll fly away. Yeah, that's hard on old hands. Woo. Kevin Dalton and you guys who play guitar for a living, I don't know how you do it. Sheesh. So you'll notice dogs wandering in and out of the picture. Pam was a little bit worried and thought maybe we should put the dogs up, but nah, you all get to see our dogs this way. Okay. So the next song, if I can find it in my book, is Just a Closer Walk with Thee. And again, that's one that all you guys know it. I'm sure. Except for me, I can't remember it. That's why I've got to. Here we go.
Kelly Cruz is watching.
Oh, that's cool. Kelly Cruz. Hello, Kelly Cruz. Long time no see. I love you. I miss you. Okay, so what did I say there? Okay, if I can stall. What else could I say to stall and rest my hands for a minute? Nothing. So, okay, I'll stall for just a second. So I had gotten, I don't know, is it a message? Is that what you call it when somebody sends you something on Facebook? I'd gotten a message from somebody that asked me if I would do some kids' music and post on Facebook. So we're going to work on that after we get, kind of used to what Facebook does and how we use it. But I'm going to try and, I've been looking up kids' songs and, ooh, there's a lot of fun songs. So, huh? Oh yeah, because we have a grandbaby. Yeah, coming. Yes. I have a grandson on his way. So we've been calling him Peanut because when Molly, my daughter-in-law, first found out she was pregnant, she would get these weekly things and send it out. And she said, well, he's the size of a peanut today, and Peanut just stuck. So he may not be happy when he grows up if his grandfather calls him Peanut, but right now that's what he is. So.
Jesus, keep me from all wrong.
know, I really miss our background musicians that would have soloed during that. Jimmy Seville, I miss you. Paul Davis, I miss you. John Franklin, I miss you. And, of course, Daniel and Kevin, I miss you guys all the time.
And Joe.
Oh, and Joe Williams, I miss you. Okay, lost. So, another popular song in the jail is a Hank Williams song, "Lost Highway," and it doesn't matter. The girls love it and the guys love it. So, hang on, technical difficulties here. I'm a rolling stone, all alone and lost, for a life of sin. I have paid the cost. When I pass by, all the people say, just another guy on the lost highway, just a deck of cards and a jug of wine and a woman's lies make a life like mine. On the day we met, I went astray. Started rolling down that lost highway. I was just a lad, nearly 22, neither good nor bad, just a kid like you. And now I'm lost, too late to pray. Lord, I paid the cost on the lost highway. Now, boys, don't start rambling round on this road of sin. Are you sorrow bound? Take my advice, or you'll curse the day. Started rolling down that lost highway.
Myrtle Evans is on.
Myrtle Evans. So Pam is sitting right here giving me a running commentary. Hello, Myrtle Evans. I love you and I miss you.
Ken Beecham.
Ken Beecham. Good grief. Oh, okay. All right, so the next song is Power in the Blood. And again, this is another one where we really miss having our backup musicians. What key do I have that in? G. Okay. Just because they add so much to it. And one lone guitar, some of these songs, one lone guitar is fine, but other songs, sheesh, it's nice to have a whole bunch of guys playing with you. So, and I have to mention my old buddy Daniel Whitaker. So Daniel plays at the jail with us, and Daniel's got a new resonator guitar that's just a beautiful guitar and pounds out the sound. And when we get going on these things, Daniel can't hold himself back. He'll speed up and he'll speed up and he'll speed up, and man, by the end of the song, we're just jamming. Anyway, it's fun. I miss you, Dano, if you're out there. Would you be free from the burden of sin? There's power in the blood, power in the blood. Would you or evil of victory win? There's wonder
minutes.
7 minutes, huh? We're counting down. Okay, we'll
Tell
try
everybody
and
it's on here.
stick with the schedule. Although I don't know why. Who's doing anything? You guys got anywhere to go? I just have Pam's chores to do. So the longer I play, the less time I have to do her chores. So, Okay. A Stanley Brothers classic. Somebody Touched Me. So, you guys, what key are we doing that in? G? Okay. So you guys know the deal now. I'll say, while I was praying, and you say, somebody touched me while I was praying. Somebody touched me while I was praying. Somebody touched me. Yeah, must have been the hand of the Lord. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
While I was praying, somebody touched me. While I was praying, somebody touched me. While I was praying, somebody touched me. Must have been the hand of the Lord. Glory, glory, glory. Somebody touched me. Glory, glory, glory. Somebody touched me. Glory, glory, glory. Somebody touched me. Must have been the hand of the Lord. While I was singing, somebody touched me. While I was singing, somebody touched me. While I was singing, somebody touched me. Must have been the hand of the Lord. Oh, wait a minute. No, it's chorus time. Oh. Glory, glory, glory. Somebody touched me. Glory, glory, glory. Somebody touched me. Glory, glory, glory. Somebody touched me. Must have been the hand of the Lord. While I was preaching, somebody touched me. While I was preaching, somebody touched me. While I was preaching, somebody touched me. Must have been the hand of the Lord. Glory, glory, glory. Somebody touched me. Glory, glory, glory. Somebody touched me. Glory, glory, glory. Somebody touched me. Must have been the hand of the Lord. Woo! Thank you, Pam.
Lisa Meacham.
Hey, Lisa Meacham.
There's a bunch of people on, but
Oh.
they're out of town people.
Oh, good to see all you out of town folks that we don't get to see. So, you know, I've never done Facebook. This is all kind of new. So, it's cool to see all you guys out there. Yeah, I see you. You look great for old people. Okay, where are we?
Sweet.
Another F.
Gwen, are you related to Deb Hines?
I am. That's my cousin.
She said, hey, cuz, looking good.
Hey, thanks, Debbie.
Okay. Woo! I think I can.
You only have 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Oh, okay. So we'll do this and then we'll close. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. I looked over Jordan and what did last song, Brad Cooper, I Miss You, I Wish You Were Here. So Brad always comes up and sings Amazing Grace with us as a closeout song. So Brad, if you're listening, I'll be listening for you. You'll be singing along with us. Wait a minute. Okay, wait. Gotta have a drink. Yeah. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear, the hour I first believed. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, I have already come. His grace hath brought me safe thus far, and grace will lead me home. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've countless days to sing God's praise, and when we first begun, at the jail we sing, praise God, 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 for His amazing grace. It's time to stop because my guitar's out of tune. So, all right. Love you guys. Thank you for being here. Look forward to seeing you again when we can all get together. Stay. Sorry. Stay safe and stay healthy.
Great. Great.
Yeah, Pam's making fun of me. So, all right. Love you guys. See you. Bye.